Well, hello from Glencoe. It's mid-November now and there's been a bit of snow on the hills actually yesterday. The kind of temperature yesterday was about 13 degrees and today it's about 5 right now at the top end of the glen. I've come to the top end of the glen and I'm going to go and do a shot. I'm thinking I'm calling this my nemesis shot. This is the shot that I think every photographer has, that they keep going back and back, and of course it requires maximum amount of effort, and they keep coming back and back and still never get that portfolio shot. Well, this is mine. It's called Beinn and it's just behind me here, and I'm going to try and get back up again on the top. The weather looked like it's going to be okay. There's supposed to be a good sunset, so come along, see if I get my nemesis shot.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant.
Okay, I've parked at Alton Fay and I've walked down a bit of the West Island Way a little bit, and that gets me to this fence here. And in the fence there's a gate. You see this gate, and then the plan is going to be is I'm going to actually walk on along this past the West Island Way a bit and then get the other side of this fence. If you go up over this side you end up going over the fence, so obviously you don't want to be damaging fences, so there for a reason. So be careful if you ever come, go through the gate and then turn immediately right and then come up this bit. That gets me the other side of this fence. I'm going to zigzag up to the top here, and then when I'm on the ridge there, that saddle there, I'm going to get all the way up to the top of Beinn. Now the danger is the temptation is to go for the trig point at the top. If I go for the trig point at the top, Beinn overlaps a little bit and I can't actually see in front of me. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually not going to be lazy, but I'm actually easier for me if I come along here and don't quite get to the top and just stay off the ridge here, and that is going to get me a fantastic shot. So I don't usually wear gaiters, but the first section of this is really boggy, so for once I'm going to have to put some gaiters on so I don't get them feet wet, because it's a long walk with wet feet. So on go the gaiters. And actually this first section, navigating, is also a bit tricky. So I'm getting a bit of elevation now. You can see that by the redness on my cheeks. I've been bold and started cold, so I've only got a t-shirt and a jumper on, but I'm beginning to warm up now, even though it is 5 degrees. Now I'm going to flip you around and you can have a look. And that's the money shot. There it is, Buachaille Etive Mor, and then into that glen that's called the Larry Garten, and then you can see the wee buckle there. And the plan is going to be the sunset. I've been checking on my app, and the sunset is going to be right down the Larry Garten sometime. So if I'm lucky, you can see the light coming in a little bit here. That sky's got a lot of cloud in it, a wee break in the cloud there, and that's the money shot with the light hitting the bottom of the clouds. As I pan around a little bit, you'll see another mountain to my right there. There it is, that's Stobvik Vartan. I did a great blog on that a few months ago, so it's worthwhile looking at that. I'll pop the link up the top there for you, just up the Devil's Staircase. Okay, stop talking, start climbing. So I'm not going to show you my face right now, mainly because it's not a pretty picture. But as I pan on up, you'll see that that is the top. And there is a false peak there. And actually behind that is another false peak, and another false peak, and another false peak. And quite frankly, I have to say, this should be called the Mountain of Disappointment or Anticipation, because I've never seen so many false peaks on a hill in my life. Comment below if you have, if you know another mountain that's got more false peaks than this. So anyway, what I'm going to try and do is I'm probably going to get up here somewhere. I'm not going to go right at the top, because like I say, it just overlaps a little bit and you can't see anything. But This is the view I'm looking at. Just hold your breath for this beauty. Look at that. So I got to the ridge and I just didn't think I was high enough. So I'm going to carry on to that top bit that I've just showed you. And it's a key element is sometimes just keep your eye out behind you when you get focused on climbing a big mountain like this. Because just look at that beauty behind me. That sun is just peeking over the back edge of Buachaille Etive Mor, and you can just see that light coming down the Garten there. Look at that, it's going to be amazing. If that continues, and I think it might, we might be in luck. But I'm going to get a bit higher up, get to the top, see how we get on, and hopefully, I feel it in my bones, this could be the day. So I'm not quite at the top, but I think this is going to do. I can see a good clear view of the Buachaille in front of me. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to turn you around and you can have a look at what I'm looking at. I mean, that is just amazing. Look at that light coming in down the Garten. That is going to be amazing if that sets like that. You might see tears. And there is the Buachaille. And then if we come on down and move around, there's Rannoch Moor. There's a little bit of rain on Rannoch Moor, but look at the light coming down there. And that's coming down Glen Etive. Just look at that. This time of year, the colours are absolutely stunning. And there's Milavuli. That's the ski centre up the top there. But that light has potential. Look at that. I think I'm going to get myself set up here and get ready for the shot. Well, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's just time to stop. Have a minute. Just look around you. Look at the environment around you. This is just the business, isn't it? It is such a great location. I just love it so much. It's worth the effort to get up here. And I don't know, just look at this business. Sometimes it's best just to take a moment. So we're nearly there now. It's about 3:20, so I've not got far to go. Sunset is just after 4, but it's getting there. I can see it's getting there. I'm really excited about this. I've got a great location, but as you can see, the light is right in my face and it's beautiful golden shine to me, which is fantastic. So that means the sun is going to be out. There's a big cloud at the bottom, but that's what you want. You want it to hit that bottom of the cloud and then just glow all the bottom. So it's really, this is the best chance, the amount of times I've been up here, this is the best chance I might actually cry. And it's looking great. So let me talk you through to the shot here. Now I've got to put on the 16 to 35 lens. It's an ultra wide angle lens, so it's not too bad. I probably might need to just crop a little bit off on the left hand side of the Buachaille, so I'm probably going to have to stitch a bit of a pano around here, but that should be fine. It's only one shot, I think. And apart from that, yeah, I think the composition is just working great. Obviously all the Buachaille is going to be in shade, so I'm going to need to bracket this. I'm probably going to need to take several shots just to get it here. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the composition that we've got set up here. I think this is fantastic, it really is. There's the Buachaille, look at that, looking fantastic. And then I've got the River Coople coming down here, taking many a shot of that in different locations, up to the Garten, which is great. And then I've got this lovely S bend of the road coming around here, which is wonderful as well, which is really nice. I've had to put a bit of foreground in. I might keep it in. You shouldn't tend to really have a line going down to where that foreground leads. You shouldn't really have detached foreground, which is what I've got here. But I haven't really got much choice. I am perched on the edge here, which is a bit dicey. I could always crop it out later, but the only thing with that is that means I'm going to have to focus stack again because this foreground is very close to me. So I've focused here. I'm going to focus here a little bit maybe, and then down on the maybe Lagangarve cottage or something over there, maybe up to the buckle as well. Just stack all those up to make sure it's nice and sharp. And the downside with this is obviously I'm shooting straight into the sun here, so I could put a filter on, but I'd be worried about just dropping the top of that buckle there with a bit of a filter on. So I'm going to sort of bracket this as well and take several shots at different exposures just to get this sky correctly exposed. I just love this shot. Look at the depth to it and the lines and the river and the S-bend. It just looks amazing. So there's a little bit of light, there's a bit of cloud, so I don't know. Let's take some shots. I'll see if I've got something which is worth crying about. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked what you saw. That was a fantastic shot at the end, and I think I may finally have got my portfolio shot. I'm so delighted. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It's always appreciated.
What's he doing? What's he doing now? We've just walked up here. Why is he going back down? Right, no, he's nearly sat on me. What's he doing? What's he up to? Go down, and then he's going to come back up. Come on. Come on. Well, this is bonkers. I've just been up here. This is bonkers. He's gone mad. He's gone mad indeed. Well, I never. What are you doing? Oh my word. Look how out of breath he is.